Hello everyone, welcome back. Happy Saturday. It has been a busy week, so I've been looking at my my Darto cast iron pan, and it's been calling out for me to season it all week. Haven't got a chance to do it, but today I'm going to commit time. Part 2 of the video here to get this guy nice and seasoned. And then part 3 I'll be testing it to cook to see if it is truly non-stick. Russell, I don't know exactly how heavy this is. It is quite heavy. I don't think it's going to be as heavy as your cast iron. I don't have a scale, but I purposely got like a smaller one. There was like a bigger, I think this is 20 centimeters. There was a 25 and I think a 30. And I just think there's going to be too heavy to cook. Like holding it's fine, but like, you know, actually going at it's going to be quite hefty. And everyone's big complaint about this Darto is like the handle's uncomfortable. And yeah, I agree. It is actually a little bit uncomfortable. But anyhow, so without further ado here, today we're going to season this guy. And yeah, so step number 1, because when these ship out, it has like an oil or some kind of funky stuff on it. It's a little bit sticky and tacky. We got to make sure we wash this off quite well. Before I do that though, I'm going to preheat the oven to 475 Fahrenheit, and we'll get into the smoke points in a second, but yeah, 475. So I'm just going to preheat the oven and then come back and wash this. And we are back here. So nice warm soapy water, and we just want to wash off all this stuff that's on here that makes it kind of sticky. So make sure you wash the top and the bottom. I'm just going to apply some soap up front, and then I'm going to rinse it and then do it again. But yeah, this part is critical because if it's not the clean bare metal, you're gonna have a tough time seasoning it. Like the oil won't polymerize into the metal and create that nice non-stick surface. But anyways, coming back to it, yeah, this handle is quite uncomfortable. So what we're going to do, we're going to clean this first, and then a good sort of gauge to know if it's clean enough is to wipe it with the paper towel, and if it still has any colors or anything, then you know you got to keep cleaning it. So there's always like, yeah, there's all these things I can just scratch this off with my fingernail, so I know it's not clean. So what I'm going to do, that was just kind of the first round. You can see the water beating off here. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff on here that needs to be cleaned off. Okay. This is probably the most important part. So hope everyone's doing well, having a good summer. I'm very excited about this non-stick. Well, it's not non-stick, I guess, but hopefully after we get this nice and seasoned, it will be non-stick, and then we can make some eggs. I think that'll be probably part 3 of this video, kind of 3-part video. I'm going to clean this handle. I mean, the handle, not that important if it's really well seasoned or not, but let's just clean it anyways. And yeah, what people complain about is definitely true. This handle is very uncomfortable. It's the edges are quite sharp, and just holding it now to clean this, it's not super comfortable. I guess the debouilleur one, because the handle is a nice stainless steel and it's rounded, is probably a bit more user-friendly. Of course, that pan's also quite a bit more expensive, and the biggest thing was the rivets that I really did not like, because it's just going to trap a lot of bacteria and like extra grease. So yeah, anyhow, I'm trying to clean this kind of you see this kind of stuff here on the side. Maybe, yeah. Slowly coming off here. Okay, let's give it a quick rinse. Oh, I think it's far from being done. I'm probably just gonna pause this video for a second because I think this is gonna take me quite a bit of elbow grease and scrubbing, and just don't want to bore you guys with a 30-minute video of watching me clean this pan here. So just gonna give it a quick pause and then we'll come back when I've gotten this nice and clean. Okay, be right back. Okay, and we're back. Quite a bit of elbow grease, and I think I got it pretty good. I'm going to do a quick test here. I was debating at first whether or not to use the green, like of the Scotch-Brite, the green side of the abrasive side, because it's kind of creating quite a few micro scratches on the surface of this pan. And I totally understand now why they say you never use that part to clean a Teflon. Like, you guys can see all those swirl marks. So I don't know, maybe I've screwed this up, but we'll find out, because when we do seal it with the oil, is this going to impact it? We'll find out. Hopefully not, but anyhow, just give it a quick wipe, paper towel. Wow, look at that, it's still a little bit black. Okay, so that's the answer. I don't think it's clean yet. Let's go back at it in round 2. Okay, need more soap. So I guess that's the answer. You definitely need to use this abrasive side, because I went at it pretty hard and it was still quite dirty. Like, you can see the paper towel is still black. So let's fold this in half and not waste this paper towel. But okay, I'm gonna go round 2, scrub it a bit more, and I'll be right back. Okay, that was a good solid 5 minutes of scrubbing. I'll do another test. I really put quite a bit of pressure down while I'm scrubbing it. So let's just do a quick rinse here. And then a test 2. I guess you almost want to get it down to the bare metal. All right. Test number 2. Wow. So yeah, I think we are good. Well, the oven is preheated to 475. Now I'm just wasting electricity. So yeah, there's a little bit. I really scrub deep into this kind of corner here, and try to get the edges as well. So you want to make sure to get this very dry. Yeah, I think we're good. You want to make sure you get it really dry. Otherwise, if there's water in the metal when you do the sealing with the oil, it's not gonna be good. I don't know the science behind it or the chemistry, But yeah, okay, so this is good. I think we're gonna call it. So what you want to do now that we've washed it, like you can see that's quite scuffed up. But yeah, I got off most, if not all. Let's check the bottom here. Oh, pretty good job too. I think that the flat parts are easy because you can go really hard at it. Anyways, good enough. So, looks good. But from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it on the stovetop on very low heat to give it a nice drying bath. So again, pretty important to get it super dry. It's like super dry Japan minus the Japan. But yeah, this, like heating it is gonna evaporate all the small bits of water. And wow, look at that. Quite abrasive. I mean, you can see how hard I went at it. We'll see what happens. I hope I didn't go too hard, but I don't see how else to remove that waxy surface. Yeah, well, let me know in the comments below if you think I've gone too hard and ruined that. Yeah, I mean, I think eventually over time, the oil and sealing and resealing is going to fix that. But initially, yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll need to seal it twice. I know a lot of people, there's a lot of debate whether or not you do it once and done, or whether you need to do it twice or 3 times. Some people a bit more OCD that do it 3 times. And there's other people that say you do it once right and that's all you need to do it. So maybe we'll start talking about the next thing is oil, like what oil to use. Definitely do not use olive oil because that has a very low smoke point. What I'm going to use is the trusty old canola oil. I just had some. Canola oil is cheap, it works. Other oils that everyone says is really good is grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil has a very high smoke point. There's this little nick there, you see? Ooh, very hot. Well, duh, because I'm putting on an open flame. Yeah, so grapeseed oil is very good. Peanut oil is also quite good. I think the problem with peanut oil is because it's a little bit more fragrant, whereas a grapeseed oil or a canola oil is quite non-aromatic, so you're not going to get any funky smells and stuff on your pan here. So okay, cool. Well, it's hot now. It's probably too hot. And this is not a crucial step, but this is an important step to dry it. And also the benefit of putting it on a stove, you can do it on a gas stove, induction, or a electronic stovetop. It's just to like put some heat to it to dry it, but also to open the pores so it can really absorb that oil. Okay, I think we're good. Maybe another 10 seconds and then we're gonna shut this off. No like real science behind this, kind of just wing it. But I think maybe like a minute or 2 minutes should be good to evaporate any residual water that's on there. And then next we're gonna put the oil. Get some paper towels ready. So I've turned the heat down to the lowest. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna turn the stove off, sorry, and let it cool a bit before we put the oil on. The point is not to have it smoking hot. Like, we just wanted to add some heat to the pan to really evaporate the oil. And even now, this handle is getting a little bit warm. So, gosh, when I cook with this, I guess you gotta keep a glove on because, yeah, it gets warm quite fast. I think the De Boyer one is good. First off, because it's 2 pieces. I mean, they're still touching, it's riveted on, but this is stainless steel, so maybe it's not as conductive. I guess I need to be careful too. I don't want to talk and spit any saliva onto the pan here. You can see already there's a few dents here and there. Here's one, that spot there. So we will see what happens. All right, let this cool off a bit. Probably a good gauge is cool to the touch. It is still quite warm. I'll let it cool off for 2 minutes here. Just kind of waving it around. Check on the oven. It is at 475, so we are ready to go. I'm gonna prepare a tray here for the oven. Not really necessary, but just got a KitchenAid baking sheet here. And I'm just gonna put a piece of parchment paper on it. So this is just in case, I don't know, any oils or something drop on to the stove or the oven, I mean. Okay. Still quite hot to the touch. Okay, I'm gonna pause this really quickly. I'm gonna let it, I don't wanna cool it too fast. I wanna let it slowly come back up to room temperature. I'm just gonna pause the video because otherwise you guys are gonna fall asleep watching this. All right, moved back over here on the countertop. So it's been about 5 minutes here. It's still warm to the touch, but good enough. And it really speaks to like cast iron and carbon steel. This is a carbon steel pan. And yeah, it's quite good heat retention, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So unlike stainless steel or like a Teflon pan, yeah. Anyways, so next up, we're gonna put in some canola oil. Again, not too much, remember. You need only very little bit because actually most of it we're gonna wipe back off. So I'm gonna start here with the center part. Just a light coat. And you want to get everywhere pretty coated. This will probably be the last time that you see this pan this silvery and shiny, because after you, still a little black, look at that. Well, kind of too late to go back to clean it now. Anyways, after you season it, it becomes quite a beautiful color. So looking forward to seeing what this one turns out as. It's kind of like the evolution. So I've done this inside part. And now also remember to do the rest of the pan. It's not just the inside that you need to season, do the full thing. I'm going to get these edges as well. And over time, when you keep cooking on here, it will get, like the inside at least, it'll get more and more seasoned. So, at least that's the hope. Make sure you do the handle as well. Let's get a bit more oil here. I want to make sure we get all these crevices. Oh, probably too much. Getting all these areas here. Okay, looking good. Wipe off any excess oil. You really don't need it soaked in oil. Now, cast iron pan, you will need a bit more oil, but carbon steel, it's pretty low on the oil need. Okay, so I've kind of done a first layer. I'm just going to take another clean paper towel, give it one more light wipe to make sure there's no excess oil anywhere. Yep, looks good. Wipe, wipe, wipe. We are good. All right. So next step, we throw this in the oven, 475 degrees Fahrenheit. For now, bye-bye pan. I will see you in an hour. So yeah, bake it for an hour. And this part's quite critical as well. You want to, I'll show you guys. I'm going to try to do this with one hand, but you bake it for an hour at 475. And then the important thing is just to let the oven naturally cool down until you can open it. So 475, let's just open this up. Oh, it is warm. I'm gonna put a glove on. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is warm. Don't think any oil is gonna drip, but I'm just gonna put this down here. Safe measure. All right. See you later, pan. I guess we could do a time lapse here, but nah. All right. The bottom of the pan is a little scuffed up. I'm very excited to see how this looks like. So we're gonna end this video off here, but long story short, 1 hour. And then check it. Of course, wait till the oven naturally cools. Like turn off the oven and wait till it cools off, and then take it out and check. If it feels sticky and tacky, you probably want to go through the process again, as in strip off the polymerization, like the seasoning, just wash it with soap, warm water, and then redo it. But yeah, I'm excited. So cool. Maybe I'll do same video. I don't know. I will decide when I decide, I guess. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. This is part 2 of the video of, I guess, Kingsley's OnlyPans. OnlyPan, actually. All right. Catch you guys soon. Bye. Alrighty. It has been 1 hour and I got the lights off just so there's no glare off the oven door here, but that's it. It's been 1 hour. I'm gonna turn this off now. I'll leave the light on. But yeah, the handle has this quite nice, it looks almost like the Newton rings for the CGC slabs. But it's got that oil, sort of titanium burnt look. But the pan itself, wow, it's like, it went from silver to kind of like a gold to a bronze, and now it almost looks like, I don't know, like iron color, I guess. But anyhow, I'm gonna let this cool in here for a while. I'm gonna leave the door closed though, so let any residual heat kind of bake on the last bits. And we will come back in probably maybe an hour or so, take it out, and then we'll see if it needs another layer of seasoning or not, or maybe we can do a quick cook. Okay, thanks for watching. Or we'll be back.